So my name is Mike Wright, and I am the owner of the Commons Brewery. We're a very sort of small, kind of niche brewery focused on European-inspired beers, Belgian, French, German. The overriding goal is beers that are very approachable by a wide audience, sessionable, but also have sort of a unique character and interest that go along with them. What was really important to me about beer was really more about that interaction that happens around the glass of beer with your friends, family, and neighbors. The beer certainly can't be a distraction from that interaction, but again, what was really more important to me was that camaraderie and interaction that happens around the beer. And the Commons is a very simple, straightforward way to express that notion. So we have the tasting room open on Friday, 5 to 9-ish. Really just depends on how it's going. We'll stay open a little later if we've got a crowd here. And again on Saturday from 4 to 9-ish. The tasting room is a great way to get introduced to our beers. We always try to keep 8 beers on tap, and it's a pretty diverse tap list. You also have the opportunity to walk around the brewery and speak with myself, Sean, or Josh, who are all very knowledgeable about our beers and the process that we take, and we love to interact with our customers. So please come on in, we'd love to see you.
It works actually really well. One of the great things about Mike was he gave me a lot of creative freedom, which not a lot of young brewers get that opportunity, and I feel pretty blessed for. And I'm trying to hold up my end of the bargain by making some pretty good beer. Coming up with names is always a tricky thing, but you know, I think he mentioned the Madrone. That's sort of I came from a woodworking background, so that was really, you know, one of the influences that I can bring in. We have one from Any right now. It's called Walnut. It's a dark saison that we're doing. We're kind of continuing down the line and just with sort of native species, and but also we try to stick with the theme of the brewery. You know,
as Mike touched on, we want to make beers that are have a lot of interesting flavor, but they're very drinkable, moderate alcohol levels, and I think that totally plays into the idea of food-friendly beers. I'm a huge proponent of the flexibility of beer and how it pairs with food and how it interacts with food, and we're definitely very focused on producing beers in that vein. And so it's something like, you know, our flagship Urban Farmhouse is a very drinkable, moderate alcohol saison. And the fruity yeast characteristics coupled with the spiciness of the rye and just the lightness of the beer, it's just a very refreshing palate cleanser, but it also interacts with lots of different flavors. We look forward to continuing to grow, to having our bottles out there. We think the bottle conditioning, that extra layer of carbonation and fermentation, are producing a lot of different flavors that we don't have in our draft beer, and we really are excited about the idea of people being able to take home a bottle of our beer. They're going to be in capped 750 milliliter bottles, so very shareable size. And we look forward to seeing everyone in the tasting room and continuing to grow the tasting room and all of the events that we're planning. We really want to utilize this space as much as we can because we're very, very happy with it.